This video will look at 4 statements in Python programming. Let's have a look at looping with 4 statements. The for statement marks the beginning of a loop, and loops execute the same code repeatedly. It loops. When the execution reaches a for statement, it enters the block that follows the for statement. And after running all the code in this block, the execution moves back to the top of the block to run the code all over again. So, in this example, we've got the for I in range 3, print hello, I is set to, and then the I variable. So, we'll notice that after you've typed in the I in range 3, and then you press enter in the shell, it doesn't actually show another prompt because it was expecting you to type a block of code. So, to demonstrate that, I'm going to open up my interactive shell and bring it into screen, and you'll see down here I might just quickly type in the for I in range colon, and then tell Python to print hello, I is set to, comma, and then the I variable, parentheses, and let me press enter. Doesn't really do anything. So I'll press enter again after the last instruction, and then we'll see what happens. And there you go. So it does execute the print function where it says hello, I is set to 0, hello, I is set to 1, hello, I is set to 2. So it has looped 3 times because that's a range that we put into our parentheses, and it printed the statement hello, I is set to, including the variable, which is once, twice, 3 times. And you know, in Python programming, 0 is the first sort of number in the counting system. So when we pressed enter again after the last instruction to tell the interactive shell you are done, then it will execute the print function. Now, this only applies when you're working inside that interactive shell. When you're actually writing .py files, Python programming files, you really don't need to insert a blank line. So we're going to have a look at a loop on line 12 for, I guess, the number program that we're about to create. So we'll have a look at this in a little bit more depth. And we know that in the for block begins at the for statement on line 12, and the first line after the for block is line 26. Okay. A for statement always has a colon after the condition. So we can see that there's our colon there after the condition. And statements that end with a colon expect a new block on the next line. So you can see that there's a new block on the next line, and we know that there's a new block because we know that blocks are created with indentations starting in the first line of code. So let's just have a look at this. So the execution enters the for block on line 13, and then it just keeps on going down the line and executing. Once the program reaches the end of the for block, instead of going down to the next line, the execution actually loops back up to the start of the for block at line 13. Because guess what? We said in our range, loop this, repeat this 6 times. So it does this because, as we said in the range, we gave it a function call in the for statement. And each time the execution goes through the loop is called an iteration. Hope this video has helped you to understand for statements in Python programming.